Hello, I'm EnterElysium and welcome back to Let's Play the Warlock of Firetop Mounting, one of those fantasy books that's been turned into a game. We're going to continue. We've managed to get the Eye of Zagor, a nice big ruby from a Cyclops made of metal that we had to fight. And then we've got to go deliver it to Zagor the Warlock. And we have 2 of Zagor's keys. I don't know if this is going to be important. Maybe we just need 1. Maybe we got multiples just in case we missed them, but maybe we need multiples. So I'm hoping that maybe we get a chance to find some more. Currently, we are going into an area with a load of, I think it's like magical apprentices, like it's a school of sorcery. And then after that, I think Zagor is the man we need to see. Let's continue. Alexandra Black Sand. We'll head northwards. Right, there's a junction. Head east or head west? I'm going to say we head west. There's a nice door here. The passageway ends at a stairwell. At the top, you find yet another carved wooden door. This time a small one with a carved bone handle. You listen, but hear nothing from inside. You try the handle and the door opens into a room with sandy floor. You can hear the sound of fast-flowing water. In one corner of the room is a pile of rubble. Mainly stones and dust, but there's also two odd-shaped pieces of wood and a length of rope. 2 odd-shaped pieces of wood? Okay. A door in the north wall leads onwards. Let's examine the pieces of wood. Both pieces of wood are Y-shaped and smooth, as if washed up from a river. I'll take the pieces of wood and examine the rope. You pick up the rope. It looks normal. In fact, it looks like it might be quite useful. You open your pack to put it in. Suddenly it comes alive in your fingers, snakes quickly up your arm and attempts to wrap itself around your neck. Oh god, test my luck? No! It's a trap! It's a trap! But our luck is reduced by 1. You cut the rope with your weapon. As the rope tightens around you, you squirm and struggle to reach for your weapon. Quickly, but carefully, you slice the rope and it falls to the ground, still twitching as though alive. The enchanted rope is finally disposed of. There appears to be magic littered throughout Firetop Mountain. Either Zagor is careless or he's up to something. Or, you know, he left traps. I thought it was meant to be educated. Intelligent doesn't mean wise. The passage leads you northwards. The rocky floor becomes sandy until eventually you are walking on coarse sand. You notice the passage is widening ahead and you can hear a flowing river. I've heard about this river. Who knows what lives in it? You continue until you find yourself in a large cavern through which a river flows. Head towards the riverbank. You're facing the southern bank of an underground river, facing across its black depth. There appears to be 4 ways of crossing. Ferry service, 2 gold pieces, please ring. There's also a small raft in front of you on the bank with a long stick resting beside it, which you could use to punt across the river. A rickety bridge also crosses the water to the right. It winds its way into the darkness of the cavern. Not sure who would use a ferry down here, but maybe that's my best option. I'm not sure I trust that bridge. I'm gonna ring the bell! Hey, I've got 33 gold at the moment. I am flush. And hopefully whoever comes will be able to, like, give me insight. So let's ring the bell. The bell gives you a dull clang, and after a few moments out of the darkness, you see a withered old man rowing a small boat. Is it Pluto? Pluto being the, Pluto's the, version of Hades. Hades had a riverman. What's he called? Is it Styx? And also the river's called Styx? It's something like that. There's an old man who rowed the boat into the Greek underworld. It's really bugging me. Really bugging me. You know what? Let's use a miracle of asking Google. Ferryman, Greek mythology.
According to Wikipedia, in Greek mythology, Charon is the ferry
Charon,
Hades who carries souls of the newly deceased across the river Styx, an Acheron that divided the world of the living from the world of the dead.
Obviously, because Charon is the moon of Pluto. And by moon I mean they're a binary body, in my opinion, but that's just me. Yeah, so Charon.
He rows slowly towards you, moors the boat, and limps towards you.
Drink a potion of invisibility and steal the boat. Speak to the ferryman. The ferryman asks you for 3 gold pieces. When you protest at the price, he mumbles some flimsy excuse about inflation. He begins to get angry at your protestations. You know what? I've got 33. Here's 3 gold. Done. He calms down, takes the gold, and rows you across the north bank. Sure. After mooring the boat, he ambles off down a passageway. You are now standing on the north bank of the large underground cavern. The most striking thing is a massive structure to the north, built into the cave wall itself. It emanates a feeling of dread as it looms over the riverbank. To the right of the huge structure is a smaller but still imposing building in the cave wall. Directly to the east is a wooden building near the bridge. Half-finished wooden boats lie nearby, as though in progress. Okay. So, to the right we've got a huge structure. No, to the right of the huge structure is a smaller but self-imposing building in the cave wall. To the east is a wooden building near the bridge, with half-finished boats. To the west is a small wooden shack. We're going to go to the small structure to the northeast. You follow a faint sandy path leading to the imposing building in the cave wall. While not as large as the building to the north, it is nonetheless magnificently grand. It towers above you, and you cannot help but wonder how on Titan the thing was built. At the top of the steps is a heavy stone door that seems very solid. We'll try and open it anyway. Oh, we get to go inside? Heaving open the door, it grinds against the floor in protest. Entering, you find yourself in an opulently decorated room. You are overwhelmed by the sight of thousands upon thousands of bottles lining the shelves of the room. Fine carved furniture is placed strategically around the chamber. Oh, hello. Waiting for you inside is a tall woman wearing a long, dark gown and a spiked crown. Welcome, Alexandra of Blacksand. I am Oriana, the Keeper of Souls. You don't know me, or maybe you do. I can never remember. But rest assured, your player does. Do not be alarmed, I am here to help you. Well, a bit metagaming there. Purchase something from the Soul Keeper. That's a good idea. Let's purchase something from you. Purchase of fire protection. Potion of strength. Potion of skill. Ooh. Potion of fortune. Provisions. Potion of visibility. Maze jumper. Give me your gold. I will give you some gifts. I thought I'd pay in souls, but okay. Oh, I'm definitely have to buy one of these. I'm thinking a potion of fire protection. That might help against the Warlock if he's like a fire mage. Sell something to the Soul Keeper. No, I don't want to sell those. It's tempting to go for the potion of visibility. Ooh, Bull Amulet, Map of Darkwood Forest, Silver Crucifix. Oh, I could have got all those. Let's talk about something else. Inquire about the Warlock's treasure. Zago is rumored to have a hoard of treasure. Do you know anything about it? You ask Oriana. She raises an eyebrow quizzically, then answers. Ah, yes, of course. The Warlock guards his treasure well. It is kept under lock and key within a magical treasure chest. He never keeps the 3 keys with him, instead choosing to cast a spell on them. Each key is securely guarded and changes position within the mounting each time someone enters. The more keys used to open the chest, the greater the reward within. I've got 2 keys. I need 3. I need a 3rd one. Ask about the Domain of the Dead. What can you tell me about the Domain of the Dead? You ask the Soul Keeper. She pauses for a moment, but her face remains expressionless without emotion. A place cursed by Zagor, created to provide an army of restless souls, each of which will endlessly guard his inner sanctum. I find it to be a useful location to be near, considering my line of work. However, I am not without my own protection. Many so-called heroes have become nothing more than tortured spirits to guard the Warlock's treasure. I would advise you to be prepared. I want to ask, how would you advise me to be prepared? Like, what should I... But, okay, nothing Purchase, sell, bid you goodbye. You bid the Soul Keeper goodbye. Goodbye. Her presence makes you somewhat uneasy, and you are eager to leave. Goodbye, Alexandra Blacksand. I know we shall meet again, if not during this adventure, then during your next one. Not understanding what she means, you leave for the large structure set into the cave wall. Well, that was useful. I think a fire potion is definitely the right way to go. But I need to find more keys. I've got 2, I need 3. We're not going to the huge structure. Let's go to the wooden building near the pier. No, that might be where he lives. Let's explore the shack to the west. I don't want to disturb the old man if I don't have to. There's a door leading to the shack which seems to be unlocked. Go through the door. You're in a small, foul-smelling room. You notice 2 doors, one to the west and one behind you to the south. The furniture in the room is sparse and has been made mostly from bits of old boats. There appears to be nothing of value in the room. Oh, this probably belongs to the old man. The old man in ragged clothes is slumped asleep on a bench made from half a rowing boat, snoring loudly. He's a dog. He's a dog. Next to him is a vicious-looking brown dog with red eyes and black teeth, which you have awoken and is now eyeing you suspiciously. A deep growl is coming from its throat. Potion invisibility. I want to try and save it as much as I can. I want to try and save the potion invisibility, because we might need it to, like, get into the Warlock Sanctum, because he has a lot of guards. Leap across the room with your weapon and drawn and cut down the dog, or bang on the door behind you to wake the old man. Sure, let's talk to the old man. The old man's eyes flutter open. He sees you and grabs for a half oar lying by his bench. You tell him you mean him no harm, but he remains on guard and eyes you cautiously. Though he looks harmless enough, his dog could be dangerous. The man's boots are undone. Let's ask him questions. When you've been talking, he becomes angry and bids you be gone. He'll have nothing to do with venturers. His dog senses his anger, snarls menacingly. I'll try and pacify him. It probably will go badly. As you attempt to calm him, you only succeed in making him angrier. Traitor! He shouts. The old man shouts command to the dog and he gets ready to attack. Fine, you're gonna die. The dog springs as you move. Its hideous black teeth are coming straight through your throat. 2 meters from you, a blast of fire shoots from its mouth straight in your face. Oh, it's a hellhound. It's a hellhound. Oh, you dive out the way in time. Instinctively, you dive out the way and avoid the jet of fire streaming towards you. You feel a blast of heat as you narrowly avoid the flame. Before the beast has the chance to react, you take it by surprise and attack it with every ounce of your strength. The creature gives an unearthly howl as you do so, then slumps to the ground. Its body crumbles to ash. The old man is furious at you for killing his pet. You monster! Now you shall meet a real one! His eyes turn white with anger. He slowly rises from his seat, and he stands. He appears to gain in size and stature. He is changing in front of your eyes. Attack him then. Come on, just stab him. Stab him now. Don't let him finish his animation. Like, don't let him finish his change. Like, that's just rookie mistake. He sprouts hair on his face and forearms. His nose lengthens, becomes dog-like. His teeth are pointed. He is a werewolf and he advances towards you. Oh god. Okay, fight the werewolf. Okay, yep, this is a much tougher fight. He's got quite a lot of health. I'm gonna go... If I do quick jab, it'll hit before you land there. So I've got to do piercing strike. Because I think you're moving... Oh, you do a charge? Interesting. I'm just going to attack. Move. Attack. Oh, God. Your action takes place before mine. Clash. No, no, no! Oh, he rolled 3. It's fine. I just saw a 5 and I was, like, really worried. He's got 2 less skill than us. Piercing strike. Quick jab. Yeah! His eyes turn... Oh, okay, that's... You defeated the werewolf. With a sigh of relief, you lean against the shack's wall. You've defeated the werewolf. +1 luck. My luck was already maxed, I think. Was it? No, I don't think it was. As you look around the room, there appears to be of little use, although the bunch of keys look interesting, particularly the one marked Boathouse. Take the Boathouse Key. The only other door nearby is one leading to what looks like a larder. We'll have a look in the larder. You open the door and find the werewolf's larder, a miscellaneous collection of bones and decaying meat. The smell is nauseating, although a jar of pickled eggs seems to offer fairly palatable food. Okay, we'll take the pickled eggs. I don't mean to eat them, I meant to take them. Eagerly you take the pickled eggs and bite into it without a second thought. You gag and spit it out in disgust. The eggs are just as vile as everything else in the larder. Unfortunately, you've already swallowed some of the egg. Oh no! I was worried. I was like, you know what, I should leave them, but hey, I can always just take them and not use them. But it was like, no, you immediately eat them. I was like, no, I didn't mean to. Oh dear. Let's go to the boat building. You head towards the wooden building. The only means of entry appears to be a solid-looking wooden door. A sign above the door reads Boathouse. The door is firmly locked, but a small barred window allows you to look inside. You can see a number of skeletons working on building a boat of some sort. Use the Boathouse Key. The key fits in the lock and opens the door. This is clearly a large boathouse. Various boats are lying around in different stages of construction. Apart from the door behind you, there is another in the north wall. Okay, we need to find an extra key, so keep looking. As you enter, the skeletons stop their work and crane their bony necks around to look at you. They pick up planks of wood and hammers and advance towards you. There are 5 of them. I'm going to talk to them. Tell them their new boss and order them back to work, or tell them who you are. No, I'm going to order them back to work. I'm your boss. Right, you lazy bones, back to work. The skeletons turn to face each other and presumably exchange looks. You can't really tell. One of them, the leader, probably pipes up. I don't know. You look pretty fleshy for a boss. Plenty of meat on your bones. What would you say to convince me you're definitely their new boss? I can't help if I have a skin condition. I've been appointed by Zagor himself. Don't ask stupid questions. We've got new orders to fulfill. I've got to do it. I can't help if I have a skin condition. You pretend to be upset. I can't help if I've got a skin condition. That's workplace discrimination. The skeletons pause. They seem to look nervous. You think. It's hard to tell with skeletons. Is that a bad thing? That sounds bad. One of the skeletons faces another. I don't know. The Skull Keeper's mighty know. The Soul Keeper might know. No way, I'm not asking. She said she was busy. They turn to face you. We're sorry, boss. Back to work. I'm glad I didn't go the Zagor thing, because they work for the Soul Keeper. Woo. Yeah. Outwit skeletons with your conversational skills. Amazed at your success at your bluff, you tried to push your luck a little further and search through their things. I don't want to look at their tools. I want to find a key. Search the drawers. Miscellaneous bits and pieces. You find a handful of gold pieces, which you take. I mean, I guess I spent a lot recently, so. As you do, you begin to hear a noise from the north door. You'd best leave before... No, I want to go through the north door. I want to go through the north door. Let me go through the north door. Oh, damn it. Okay, let's go to the structure. You walk along the sands to a massive structure. A set of stone steps leads upwards into the structure itself. Near the steps, a path leads west to a tower leading upwards on the side of the main structure. Let's go to the tower. That seems like a clever plan. You decide to walk westwards until you reach the tower. The sandy path continues until you reach some stone steps that leads upwards. Just as you're about to climb the steps, you suddenly feel angry about being here. Within Firetop Mountain, chasing some vague quest. I should have killed Kith when he suggested he send me to this whole place. I really want to leave this place. Something strange seems to be happening to you, and it seems to be getting worse. Your anger and frustration increase. This place is affecting you somehow. Oh no! My luck is now below a normal roll. An average roll on 2d6 is 7. Half the time you get a 7. The other half the time you get more or less. So we're now to about, roughly speaking, a quarter of the dice. This is bad. Continue climbing. A light glows from the tower entrance. Walk towards the light. Everybody knows you don't walk towards the light, but okay. You walk through the opening, and before you know it, you stumbled upon a set of spiral stairs. The stairs are cracked and old and do not seem to be held together by any supporting structure. Your thoughts are starting to become darker and more sinister. I can't shake the feeling that I need to hit someone or something very hard. Oh, my luck is going. If I climb the stairs, they're going to make me test my luck. I just know it. And now my luck is 5. You climb up the stairs, which seems to go on forever. Step by step, you climb further up the dank tower until you reach an alcove where you catch your breath. Suddenly, a raspy voice makes you jump in shock.
Hello there, kind stranger. Do you have a moment to spare for hungry beggar? Any kind of food will do.
The gaunt, tired man with sunken eyes and scraggly hair is staring at you, expectingly.
Pathetic creature should die. What am I thinking? Must control my thoughts.
I'm gonna fail. I'm gonna fail. I'm gonna have to kill him. Oh! Oh! Yes! I got a 3! Feed the beggar. I could give him gold, but he specifically wanted provisions, so I'm gonna give him a portion of provisions. You hand the beggar a portion of your provisions. He gratefully accepts and eagerly wolfs it all down. It's clear that the poor man is starving.
Wonderful. I'm sorry I cannot give you anything in return, but you have my thanks.
You say goodbye to the beggar.
Be careful, he warns. There are much more dangerous things in the domain of the dead, other than myself.
You leave the beggar and head towards the stairs, continue upwards. Oh god, my luck is now 4. You continue up the staircase, which seems to have no end. The stone, crumbling masonry causes you to slip many times, nearly causing you to tumble all the way down the tower. Thankfully, you're able to right yourself. You stop and rest at the crumbling alcove. A daunting stone statue of an imposing warrior looms over you. They seem stern but proud, sword pointed onto the ground. It feels as though the statue is on guard, warding off the domain of the dead's evil spirits. I'm still struggling to control my thoughts. A rage is taking over me. Oh god, test my luck again. I can't ask for any more. Nearly nope. I'm gonna kick the statue. This is a bad idea. Give the statue a vicious kick. Now you have a sore foot. You hop around in agony from the pain of kicking a statue made of solid stone. Despite the pain, that feeling of rage and anger seems to have subsided. I feel like my old self again. My luck is now 3. You follow the steps further to the tower. Soon you notice an eerie blue glow emanating from further up the stairs. As you get closer, the light becomes more intense. You reach the source of the light, set in the stone in eerie, spidery writing. Each letter gives off an intense blue glow, and the words seem to slightly shift as you look at them, giving you a slight headache. Hit the inscription with your weapon. Now, I'm going to read the inscription. You try to focus on the arcane words, clear your throat and read them out. Mid, Danim, Lud Tui, Lud Mid, Rogaz. Suddenly, you reel back in pain. Your mouth tastes like copper. Your head feels as though it's full of cotton wool. You try to vain to focus, but it's of no use. The words you've read must be some kind of curse. Oh, don't decrease my skill. Oh, no. Feeling hazy and dim-witted, you nonetheless press on. Did we pass all of that? I want to go through all that. I need a key. Can I go back? You continue to climb further up the stairs. You pass a crack in the wall, oozing an unpleasant smelling slime. The goo is slowly forming a pool on the floor. Suddenly there's a rumbling sound. There's an explosion of brick and masonry as hideous slime worms burst out of the wall. You count 3 of them as they rise towards you. These horrific beasts, long dead, have been reanimated by the slime itself. The creatures snake towards you with frightening speed. Fight the slime worms. Okay, let's fight some slime worms. Right, what are you doing? Lots of shaking. Let's do a piercing strike. Oh! Don't poison me! Ow! Right, let's just kill this one. Oh, god damn it. Ow! Quick jab. Ow, ow, ow. Oh my god, that's a lot of pain. We're in so much pain right now. Attack. Just gotta kill it. Gotta kill it. Come on. It's not dead. Oh, it's dead. It's dead. Piercing strike. Oh god. It's gonna attack. It's gonna attack again. Quick jab. Attack. Oh, I took so much damage there. 10 stamina. Simon's roar in pain, then crash to the ground. There are a few involuntary twitches, then it lies still. The slime slowly begins to ooze off the dead creature's body and begins to head towards you. You quickly decide to continue up the steps before you share the same fate as the slime worms. Oh god. Reach the top of the staircase and intersects to the east. It intersects to the east and west? Okay. Just before the bend in the signpost which reads, under construction. The passageway leading west is beginning of a stairwell leading downwards. Only 3 steps have been built so far. A number of shovels, picks, and other tools are lying on the ground by the steps, but as you turn the corner, they suddenly flurry into action and begin working on the steps. You're now watching various tools digging and hammering that have been handled by invisible workers. A humming chant becomes louder and you recognize it as hi ho, it's off to work we go. As you stand watching, you start to chuckle. The scene is quite amusing. After all the sights I've recognized, this has to be the most ridiculous. You know what? I'm going to rest my legs and watch the tools for a while. It's probably a bad idea because this isn't a designated resting place. You sit and watch and even manage to chat to some of the magical tools. Oh, +2. Okay. Not only does the rest improve your vitality, but the magic from the tools seem to also heal the aches and pains you've sustained on the journey so far. Oh, thank you. +1 skill. Thank you. Good magic tools. I appreciate it. I am on 6 stamina, but also I need to find the extra key. And there's a rest bench right there. You walk down the passageway and after some time you come to a portcullis intersecting with the wall to your right. Looking through, you can see steps leading to darkness. Okay, we're going to open the portcullis. This is a bad idea. You crouch down with all your strength to try to lift the portcullis. The air suddenly feels stale, and you begin to smell the unmistakable odor of putrid flesh. Out of the darkness beyond the iron doorway, something moves at great speed up the stairs. The shape's upon you before you realize what's happening, and you fall backwards, staring at horror at the creature on the other side. Scratching through the gap at the bars is a semi-decayed man. His quick eyes dart from side to side, watching you. A long tongue flashes between his swollen lips with a hissing noise. His teeth and nails are sharp, and he seems hell-bent on trying to rip through the portcullis. Scrambling back, you get to your feet. A wight of some kind. Won't be going that way. Oh, well, at least I didn't get through. I am definitely sitting down on this bench to rest. There's a set of stairs leading upwards, and a strange light can be seen coming from up the corridor. Oh, no, I meant to rest and consume provisions, damn it! Click the wrong one. Okay. That's 5 health I'm missing now. Stepping into a tall pillared room, you're stunned by its centerpiece. In the middle of the room stands a large, intricate glass globe. Inside the globe appears to be a complex maze, constantly twisting and rotating as you look closer. There seems to be a tiny figures inside the maze. That's very impressive. These intricate deals are mind-blowing. The maze seems to get larger before your eyes. An intense light suddenly begins to shine before you know what's happening. The dazzling light has completely overwhelmed you. That's that potion she sold. It would get me through the maze. Okay, that makes sense. You feel dizzy and collapse to the floor. You fall unconscious. The bright light that surrounds you fades and you appear in a strange, square-shaped room paved with purple flagstones. You feel lightheaded and highly disorientated. Bizarre, crystalline structures surround you, and you have a distinct feeling that you're now somehow within the globe you encountered, as many of the features around you match those that you saw. Shaking off your disorientation, you decide to take a look around. There is an archway on your left, and beyond it, you can see some steps leading upwards. There is also a crystal plinth situated next to the archway that looks interesting. Okay. The only other exit from the room seems to be a large archway facing you. Let's look at the plinth. Makes sense. The small crystal plinth is about the size of a dwarf and it sparkles with an ethereal quality. It looks as though the plinth holds 3 crystal rods inserted into circular slots. One of these slots already has a rod sitting protruding from it. Let's try and do it. Let's try and remove one. The rod is icy cold to your touch and your hand slides down its surface. There is no way you can get a grip with your strength. Maybe you need to find the other 2 rods. Okay, I need to find 2 rods. Let's go up the stairs. As you step through the archway to climb the stairs, you feel a searing pain in your mind. It feels like someone has stabbed a red-hot poker into your skull. You stagger backwards, clutching your head. Ow! You know better than to attempt that again. The only exit out of this room appears to be through the archway. Okay, I'm on 8 health. That's not a problem. You come across a crossroads with paths leading off in all directions. You are surrounded on all sides by strange crystalline shapes that appear dotted around this place. In the center of the crossroads, hanging from the rope, is a small cage. There is a goblin sitting in the cage with its legs dangling through the bars. Strangely, it looks like the rope is not being held up by anything and disappears into the darkness above. You also notice a metal box on the ground directly below the cage. Let's examine the box quickly. I would talk to the goblin and then examine the box, but I'm not sure the game will give me both choices. You bend down on one knee and examine the box. It is fixed into a purple paving on the floor and has a carved hole in it with a small notch carved in the top. It looks like as though something could be slotted in. Perhaps it was to help lower the cage above. Okay. Let's talk to the goblin. If you don't have the thing you need, you have a bit of a wander, the goblin shouts from above. You look up towards the cage. The goblin begins humming some sort of tune. The creature either can't hold a note, or is this the worst tune you've ever heard? How'd you get up there? It's my shift to sit in the cage and hold this crystal thingy. Ain't much fun, I can tell you. Sat here an hour after you, waiting for the next sucker to venture in the master's maze. He's got the crystal. Ooh. Pausing for a moment, the goblin is clearly thinking hard. I think the other keep making it me shift, you know. They're jealous because I'm smarter than they is. This only raises more questions, but you hold your tongue. The goblin starts to swing its legs back and forth, which makes the cage start to rock forwards and backwards. So I can ask him to throw the crystal down, or I can ask him how to lower the cage. I don't think he's going to throw the crystal down, so I'm going to ask him how to lower the cage. Need to find your thing that's in the box down there. It'll be somewhere on this level. Okay. Let's go south. Let's go south again. Okay, let's go east. Archways continue down this corridor. Oh dear. Following the passageway, you open a door leading to a square room. Your eyes are immediately drawn to a large bowl filled to the brim with gold pieces. You spot a large clay vase. Examine the room. Exploring the room, you sift through the broken pottery and other debris. Suddenly you hear a loud snorting sound behind you and quickly turn around. A muscular beast emerges from the shadows. From the neck down, it is man-like, with powerful muscles flexing and heaving as its broad chest takes deep breaths. Easily as tall as yourself, the creature is the head of a rampaging bull. This isn't good. The Minotaur's huge red eyes glare furiously. With a bellow, it lowers 2 sharp horns towards you and charges. Fight the Minotaur. This is bad. This is very bad. I have 8 HP. It's doing an attack. I want to move. That was a very good idea. It's doing an attack again. I can't do anything about this. I wonder if Piercing Strike will hit it twice. Probably not. I'm going to have to test my skill, which is equal. Bounce the die. Bounce the dice. No! Oh, God. I've got 5 HP. I can only take a couple of hits more. Piercing Strike. Oh, God. It's attacking. Attack again. It's down to luck. Yes! It's on half health. Clash again. Bounce the die, bounce the die. Yeah! You can click the die to give him a bit of a nudge, which is completely like... it hurts my table-topping soul to do that. But it's a mechanic in the game. So the game's designed around it. Oh, don't do that. One more hit from him will kill me. 3 HP. Quick jab. Yeah! You've defeated the Minotaur. With an almighty bellow, the Minotaur crashes to the ground. Its legs twitch, spasming reflexively. Then the beast lies still. Its head lies with a painful thump to the ground. And you hop back in pain. Wiping your weapon's blade, you return it to its sheath. Sorting through the broken pots, you find little of interest. The liquid looks, smells, and tastes like water. The coins on the pot are a fraud. Some genuine gold pieces lie on the surface of the pile, underneath are merely painted pieces of pot. 8 gold. As you tip the vase out, it breaks. A crystal shard appears, hidden within a false bottom in the bowl. You place it in your pack. And I get 2 luck back. Well, that brings me up to 5, which is no good still. I need to keep adventuring to find another key and to find a way of increasing my luck, but at the same time, I will die. I'm going to have to go back. I'm going to have to go back. I don't want to go back, but I'm going to have to do it. I need to go back to the goblin. Back again, are you? Did you find that thing to get that contraption in to get me out of here? Oh, I need a winch handle. Oh, so I've got a piece of crystal, but I don't have the winch handle. Right, yeah, okay, that makes sense. Okay, let's go north this time. Go east. East again. East again. North? As you walk in the small room, you can hear crying. On the floor in front of you, you can see a large shape which looks like an ogre lying on its back. It's either sleeping or dead. Laying across the top of the ogre, with her back to you, is someone or something dressed in orcish armor. The sobbing and wailing appears to be coming from them. Yeah, let's examine them before asking what the problem is. You walk around the creatures. On close inspection, you can see this is definitely an orc of some description, and they're very upset. The ogre appears peaceful, and apart from a blank open eyes and a swollen tongue hanging from its mouth, you'd presume it was sleeping. The orc senses your presence, but it's too mournful to care about you. What's the problem? The figure turns around, and you can see that it's a young orc, his eyes red and puffy, tears rolling down his cheek. She is gone. Completely dead. I told them, the orcs, that she was not well enough to enter the stinking maze. They push her too far this time, he says through muffled sobs. You suddenly feel sorry for these wretched creatures. Obviously, the ogre was meant something to this orc. Give the orc a donation? You suddenly, compassion compels you to throw a coin in the direction of the orc. He catches the shiny prize and chokes back a few tears. That's very generous of you, he mumbles. For your kindness, I'll give you some knowledge that I know. I suppose you're here for the wizard's treasure. I hear a key for that is found in the scary dead place. A nasty dead creature stole it from us once. Oh, and you might be needing this. The orc throws you a strange metal object. It looks like this is a handle that can be inserted into the box under the goblin cage. Right. Thank you very much, Mr. Orc. Let's go do that. Also, dear God, my stamina. I'm so frustrated about not doing the provisions. Turning the winch, turning the winch, you can hear some kind of clunking mechanical sound coming from somewhere beneath your feet. The cage begins to drop down and jerk in motion, which makes the goblin jump to its feet and grip the bars. Crikey, you've done it! For all the time I've been on this shift, didn't it? The goblin shouts anxiously. When in a few minutes, the cage thuds down to the floor and the sound echoes through the cave. The goblin jumps out of the cage, gripping a crystal shard in one hand and a short sword in the other. Oh god, I have to fight the goblin? No! Oh dear, what's your skill? Please just be like a normal goblin. I don't know. 9! Oh god. He's actually a really decent fighter. Okay. Attack! Oh no! Oh no! Defeat! You are overcome by your enemies! Bull! Absolute bull. It's just because I clicked the wrong thing, like... Oh my god, I hate myself now! I would have more HP, but dear god, that goblin's a good fighter. Would you like to use a resurrection stone and return Alexander of Blacksand to the last resting bench you encountered? Okay. I'm going to take an opinion, right? I'm going to take an opinion from the comment section. I'm going to do the resurrection, but just so that I can put a save point in. And then I want to take an opinion from everyone in the comment section. Do you want me to resurrect and continue? Or do you think it's a decent place to leave it? Now, I'm going to have to think myself, and I'm going to combine that with the comment section's opinion. But right now, I'm kind of of two minds. So, have a think. Let me know what you feel. Put it down below in the comments. But for now, we're going to resurrect. Or, the game is thinking... I've got that Windows cursor that's, like, rotating. You can see it on OBS right now. Ah, I had to click again. Okay, that's what I got confused about at the bench, by the way, which is why I clicked sleep by accident, because I clicked and nothing happened. I clicked again and I accidentally clicked on sleep because I wasn't paying attention. Yay, +5 stamina. That's great. Really wish I'd taken provisions. So, you know, I could do that again, but I have to do the same fight. Both of the fights, because I need the crystal. So, we're going to call it here. Let me know down below in the comment section what you think. For now, I've been EnterElysium. If you like, not subscribe, please consider subscribing. And of course, until next time, do stay shiny.